A while back on this server, I was given a few stacks of food from Farmer's Delight, which has been doing me fine until now. I've ran out. So, in this video, I will be turning this very drab base into this incredible farm area, utilising a lot of Farmer's Delight, as well as some create. So, let's not waste any time and get straight onto it. Okay, I still haven't cleared up the snow yet, but if we head over here, this is our project area for today. And as you might have been able to tell in the background of my last episode, you can see in the back that I have done a lot of wireframing for various builds and stuff. Don't worry, we will get to those at some point. But to move on to this episode, we are going to be making a bunch of crop fields in this area. But they're only decorational, because we're going to be doing a lot more stuff underground. And I've decided I want to do this for this episode because I am running out of food. I have 27 chicken sandwiches left. They will last me this entire episode, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I have had to replenish my supplies a couple times by visiting a couple of my friends' bases. And I have been taking from her farms because that gives me food and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a whole process. And I certainly feel bad because I am taking just my friends' resources, and I'd like to be able to give back, but I also need the resources to do that first. But before we can yoink any of the stuff that we need from our friends, you know, the stuff, the seeds and whatnot to grow our resources, we need a grabby thing, which Crate luckily provides, and I've already made one. This is the extendo grip, and if I just look at, say, this grass, right, I can't reach it from here, right, but if I pull out the extendo grip, I can then punch it. This is powerful. There isn't no reason why I personally like to call this thing the Punchimotron, because all it takes is a bat. Bye piggy, bye chicken. Yeah, the Punchimotron has insane knockback, which is so fun to use because, oh, I missed it. But I actually do want to make another one of these because I believe there is a secret achievement in Create that I can get with this thing. Now we've got the double Punchimotron. Aha. So I've touched it now, and now look how far I can reach. Now we can have some fun with our double pointers, and we can grab some stuff for our, you know, farming bit that we're supposed to do this episode. So, most of the stuff that we are going to need, I believe I can find in this area. And the crops we were looking for on this journey were onions, potatoes, carrots, cabbage, wheat, corn, tomatoes, flax, and rice. So, here is everything I want to farm. The tomato, cabbage, onions, rice, corn, carrots, and flax. Everything except the corn and the flax are primary reason why we're making these farms today, because they're what's used in the main Farmer's Delight crafting recipes. But the corn and the flax are also rather useful to have, because the corn can be used for minor cosmetic foods like popcorn and such, and flax is used for a lot of decorational things like sacks and doormats. Okay, I think to start with, we are going to do the water-based crops, which are the flax seeds and the rice. Like, they need a lot of water to grow. I believe flax needs to be in water, and then rice needs to be by water, I believe. So I think we're going to take this area here and figure something out. I'm still not quite sure just yet, but we will. I'll figure it out. It's alright. Okay, I think what we're going to need to do first is we are going to have to trim out this and fill it with dirt so that we know an outline of what we are working with for our farm area. And then we just make a few little pools and decorate around it, and then I'd say this area is already done. And there we are. This has been an interesting process. I'm very happy with it. There are a few things I do want to fix, because it is also a little messy right now. I might get rid of the coarse dirt and just do it all with grass or moss, but I'm not sure just yet. And something I said earlier, I think is starting to bite me in the butt, because I am now down to 8 chicken sandwiches left. And that is not good, because I've still got like 4 other farm areas to build, let alone the actual farm below the farm areas. I'm panicking. I think to begin with, I think we should put a little tomato vineyard thing right at the front of this house, because I feel like it's the best one. So it's the one that's going to look the best out here, I believe. Yeah, I think this is good enough. I've done a very rough job of the area I want the tomatoes to cover, because I don't know how I can transition to other areas like this path and then to that area down there just yet, but I will figure out in a bit. But I do think I want this to be grass. Aha, here we are. I'd say this is a good start. I do like the corridory aspect of these. I think it's cool. There's a few more things I need to do, like maybe put a fence over them so that the structure looks like it works. And I think I want to put a wall around this. And now I think we should move on to a cabbage field, which I think is going to look good as a cute little patch right here, as like an outside part of the house. So if we just zoom in and keep zooming in, and then we should be done. That's simple. There's not a lot to it just yet. Anyway, I think now we have most of the ingredients we need to make ourselves a chicken sandwich. The only thing that's an issue is carrots, and we are going to make a big field for that, and I think I'm going to make some proper carrot builds in that field as well. There we are. That is a fully made cactus carrot field. Again, it's only small, and I do need to clean up areas around it. But I don't really want to do that for this one until I've got the path in, so I want to do all the fields first. But that does mean we have all the ingredients, well, almost, to renewably make ourselves a chicken sandwich. Because we've got tons of bread and chicken bits at the base, because I go around finding them. But, yeah, so let's get to harvesting. Should we go to num 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 num? All gone. That's it. No more chicken sandwiches. Except for the fact that we can just make a stack more. But now that we've done that, I do think that I just kind of want to get on with the rest of them. Like the rest of the builds and the farms and fields and stuff. Without cutting back and forth, because I feel like that's getting very boring. So I think I'm just going to get on to... Wait, what's that? And there we are. That is it is looking very messy right now, I will say. But that is, I believe, all the fields that I want to be here. We've got the cabbage, onion, pumpkin, carrot, wheat, potato, melon, and corn. I think that's all of them. And then we've obviously got tomatoes over there. And I am very happy with how all of this has turned out so far. I just need to get the decorational pieces between the things and then these dreaded walls. And then I think I'm going to combine it all, or as much as I can, to one farm underground. And I have done a little bit of the decoration in between. I do need to put bushes and the walls in, but I'm going to skip that bit for now, because house. And I think the primary building block for this house is probably going to be mangrove. But I think I would also like some oak in here as well. And this whole section is going to have to be time-lapsed, but you'll get the gist of it. There we are. For the basics, I think that's pretty good for like the general shape and colour. Although I think I do want to change this so that it is more of a greenhouse kind of thing. So that it works more with this little garden here. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it just yet, but I know that I'm going to fill it out with glass basically and make it a bit more open looking so that it's separate but also part of the house in its own way. But I think I'm going to work on it a little bit until it's done. So I will get back to you once it is well done. or more done than it is now. And after a lot of work, I would say that quite a lot of this upper area is done now. Yes, I still need to put animals in. I am not touching you today. But I think I'm quite happy with this house. I need to control that, but I am very happy with this house. I done some texturing. Let's switch this off. Yeah, sorry. I really like the texturing. It definitely adds some visual element to it that it would have needed before, but I also needed to cover it up a bit so that it didn't look weird, which I think I've done okay. But yeah, I think in terms of actual farms and stuff, I think we are done in terms of the visual anyway. Now we need to get done with the underground bit. That was a larger undertaking than I thought it was going to be. So out here, I think I've only added walls since the last clip. But down there, where that waypoint is where all the magic happens. And then our super secret way to get down to the underground bit with our farm, well, farms technically, is here. So we just drop down here. There we are. It's not pretty just yet. I will decorate it at some point, but I am quite happy with this. Pumpkin and melon, this is fairly self-explanatory. I only done this because then I have easy villager trading stuff when I get villagers going. And then here is all of my other fruits and veggies. And they all automatically get sorted into these things here, which I found out that I don't know what's causing it, but I am getting, is it straw? Yeah, straw from this. Which is also very useful for building stuff. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, we've literally got everything here. And also, in terms of way of getting out, I haven't sorted that out just yet. I use my warp stone to get out because it's easier than taking the intended way out. But here, I will set up as the intended way out at some point with like a bubble veil and everything. Oh, that is why I don't use this way. But if we come out here, there we are. We come out at the axolotl mouth, which I am very happy with. And I have just realised that this place is not lit up. I do think I am happy with that being the end of this episode. With that is going to be the end of the episode. If you have enjoyed this video, let me know all the things in the comments and if you're new, subscribe. I am going to have to get away from these guys, but that is all, and I am going to see you another time. Goodbye.